Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's Twiz, and very happy that you tuned in for the second episode of this playthrough. Today what we'll need to do is, first of all, I've prepared a few small things here, but first of all we'll need to set this guy up and tell him to produce, where is it? Sand, basically. I want to have some sand made, and I don't want it to be extreme, so I'm just giving him one inserter. Hopefully it's gonna be alright. The next thing that I would like to make is actually gonna be a little more space intense, probably. So let's get some sand going. Something like that will work for the start here. I think we can do something like... wait a second. We'll probably need to move you a little bit. Let's assume that we have two more of these. And then let's put you there and there. And then we'll just need a tiny little bit more space, so we can fit a chest here. That's gonna get all the rest of the belt, and you are gonna produce that, and you are gonna produce that. Then those are gonna be fed into another machine that is producing those, and then that is fed into one of these science labs. So we finally automated red science. Or at least we would have if we had, I don't know, some more stone going on, because nothing seems to come here. So that's bad. I have 10 of these science packs in my inventory though. So that's neat. And now we already have 15. Of course, 15 is nothing compared to even what we have right now, which is pretty basic. But it's gonna be fine, hopefully. What we'll need to do eventually, or basically this episode, is get more electrolyzers. But the question with that is, how much power can we get? Okay, so let's first of all prepare this area a little bit. That's looking already pretty nice. I think we can fit a few more of those guys on there. So let me just go ahead and get that done. And there we finished basic logistics. Nice. Let's do something we don't know next. Okay, so while we're doing that, we're running kind of out of power. So a good thing to do here would be probably, where is it, man? There it is. To get maybe 2 and 4, yeah, 2 and 4, sure. We don't have, let's just put it somewhere. We don't have a somewhere place right now. That's bad. Love to have somewhere places. But we can already put down one of these guys and it's gonna be fine. Yeah. This one won't be possible yet. But this one fits, and then as soon as we put some of that in there, it's gonna work. And it's gonna produce a good amount of electricity, hopefully, good enough so we can get some resources in quicker, and that allows us to hopefully soon enough get that settled. Yeah, that's working. So there we are at it. So the power has now been finished. Let's actually make more of that though. So we can actually feed that as well. Later on I'll add some more space down here and we can automate the whole thing with these and some assembling units or assembling machine. How are they called? Assembling machines, yes. Okay, so let me spread some into there. Burns through those quite quickly, I would say. And let's actually, as we're at it, let me finish the last electrolyzer up top here. And that should be good to go. Let's actually copy the recipe though. Can't we? That's... sorry. Okay, so that's done. What are we up to next? So I actually spent one night here waiting for some more sand, so we can hopefully do some good stuff. Let me just try and figure that out here. So actually I waited a little longer, just a tiny little longer, and we got some decent amount of sand, which we can obviously use to get that whole setup done now. And let's start some other research. What about green algae processing? That unlocks this recipe. Okay. This one currently takes only water. So it's gonna get a whole lot more complicated probably. So probably I'll have to rework the whole thing in a second. Doesn't matter too much. Let's do wood pellets here, right? Yeah. Wood pellets, and then you are gonna output that to there. And then we'll just need a lot more space. And we'll throw in this whole setup here. So let's actually take that out, take that out. And then down here, I think we can feed that straight into a boiler, probably. And then straight into the steam engines, of course. We'll just need a little more sand. And now all of that should work, although of course we'll need to get a few more machines going. So actually, what do we need? We need some more iron for that. Let's go and get that, and let's actually turn off once again this guy. And we don't have anything to get. Okay, so that's bad. So let me just skip ahead a little once again. So now that should be pretty decent, I think. At least that's running the whole time now. I hope that'll stay like that. But with 2 machines already, it should be a lot better, hopefully. Let's just throw in a little more cellulose fiber that we have on hand. And then let's see. So upgrading those will be next, but to do so, it's gonna chunk up a whole lot of that. Because the recipe here is a lot different, I would say. It's mineralized water and carbon dioxide. How do you get carbon dioxide? So I'm just gonna figure out what we'll do next. So basically in the meantime I've waited for some resources, crafted a little bit ahead, and I've also changed the way this is set up. Especially this part is important. So we use both sides of the belt, then all of these 3 are busy all the time. And we have 2 active here and produce a little bit of sand at least. That's pretty neat. And now we can use that. Let me just go ahead and do that. Of course, that's not a ton of space, but it should probably work. And this one here is a seafloor pump, and it should output basically some kind of mud, I think. And we should put a washing plant 1 over here. Then I guess what we'll do is vicious mud water. Okay, so we could either do this, okay, so actually this is the only thing that we can do, and it will output water and vicious mud water. So probably what we should do here, no, that's water and vicious mud water, and then we output heavy mud water, mud, heavy mud water, and hydrogen sulfide gas. So I guess we'll need a few more things. First of all, we'll need a belt system there. We'll need a lot of pipes. So let me go ahead and prepare everything we'll need. So basically now we should be set. Let's see. Let's put the saltwater pump down first. Let's see if that's the correct height. Yes, and then let's also put an offshore pump down. Let's get one pipe here. Also has vicious mud water. Let's do the first one here. Then let's do a stack flare here. Sorry. A chest here and an inserter as well. And then let's put all the power poles down that we'll need in a second. Let's just connect them here. And let's get one more flare stack here. And then it should start to work. And it also has some heavy mud water in here. And we get that, or some mud actually. That's always like a little distracting that it tells you the whole recipe for it and not about the item itself, like about mud. But we can use that mud and turn it into, where is it? I think it's, here it is. And turn it into dirt or dry dirt or grass. I think I'll just choose grass. Let me get one of these guys. So actually I've deleted the chest that we had here, so we can put down the assembling machine straight away. Go to that recipe, select grass, and put in all the mud that we currently have. What's your problem with the heavy mud water? Why doesn't it get burned? Don't really get it. Let's just put a pipe in between and see whether that'll change anything. So I think maybe you can't really just get that out. Maybe we'll need a clarifier for that. So let me get one of these quickly. So we got that clarifier now. Let's see. Is it a water structure? No, it isn't. So we might just be able to squeeze that in here somehow. I still want to be able to walk past here. That should be good. Although we currently have low power, and that is because of our lack of green algae down here. Let's put that chest down again. And I changed that recipe to be sand instead of grass, just so we keep a rather consistent color around the map. And now I think we should be able to completely get rid of this structure here, as we should be able to supply our needs here. Although, of course, in the next episode probably, or sometime in the future, we'll add more washing plants that will actually then do the concentrated mud water, and that will also produce some mud on the side. And then with that, we can do the same thing for a couple of times. So a good way of getting mud probably. So I'll set up a whole different thing next time, I guess. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, then please leave a like, comment and subscribe. And of course, see you guys next time. Have a good one and stay safe. Bye.